Welcome back to Silver Narratives, a space where English learners don't just practice the language, but also learn powerful life lessons that build strength, clarity, and confidence. Today's topic is not comfortable. It is not soft, and it is not motivational in the usual, feel-good way. Today's message is honest. These truths are not shared to scare you or make you feel hopeless. They are meant to wake us up. Life does not send warnings before teaching its lessons. It teaches through experience, through pain, and through time. The sooner we accept these truths, the stronger our mind becomes, the calmer our emotions grow, and the wiser our decisions become. Let us begin with the first and most important truth: nobody is coming to save you. This is one of the hardest ideas for many people to accept, but it is also one of the most powerful. When we wait for rescue, we stay stuck. Many people spend years waiting, for motivation, for opportunities, for luck, for the right time, or for someone to guide them. But life does not work that way. No one is coming to pick us up and carry us toward success. Waiting creates delay, and delay slowly turns into regret. Progress begins only when waiting ends. It is important to understand that people may support us, but they cannot carry our life for us. Yes, others can help, encourage, and guide us. But no one can live our life, fight our battles, take responsibility for our choices, or build discipline on our behalf. That work belongs to us alone. Support is helpful, but responsibility is unavoidable. When we depend too much on others, we give away our power. The moment we believe someone else will save us, we lose control. We become passive, we stop taking action, and growth slows down. Real power returns when we say, "This is on me." Pain also becomes lighter when we accept responsibility. Blaming others may feel good for a short time, but it keeps us weak. Responsibility feels heavy at first, but it gives us control. When we accept our mistakes, our decisions, and our situation, we also gain the ability to change them. Each time we rescue ourselves, confidence grows. Courage becomes stronger, fear becomes smaller, and trust in ourselves increases. Self-rescue builds self-respect, and self-respect changes how we see our future. This truth is not cruel. It is freeing. "Nobody is coming to save you" is not a sentence of fear. It is a sentence of freedom. Because if nobody is coming, then we must rise, and that means we are capable. At Silver Narratives, we believe that learning English and learning life wisdom can happen together. Stay with us, keep listening, and keep growing, one honest truth at a time. Do you like this personality? Life does not reward waiting. Life rewards action. The moment we stop waiting for rescue, we begin to grow stronger from the inside. This leads us to the second truth: time waits for no one. This truth is quiet, but it is one of the most powerful forces shaping our lives. Time does not speak. It does not warn us. It does not negotiate or slow down for anyone. Time simply moves forward, moment by moment, whether we are ready or not. Time keeps moving whether we act or not. Every single day passes whether we work or rest, grow or stay the same, try or give up. Time never pauses to ask, "Are you ready now?" It moves on without permission. We are all given the same 24 hours each day. The difference between people is not time, it is how that time is used. Small choices made daily create very different futures. One of the hardest truths to accept is that lost time never returns. Money can be earned again. Opportunities can sometimes come back. Even people may re-enter our lives. But time is different. Once a day is gone, it is gone forever. That is why wasting time is one of the most expensive mistakes we can make. We often realize this too late, when the cost has already been paid. Waiting for the perfect moment is especially dangerous. Many people tell themselves, "I'll start tomorrow," or "I need more time," or "I'm not ready yet." But tomorrow quietly turns into next year, and next year turns into regret. There is no perfect time. There is only now. Action creates readiness. Progress comes from movement, not from waiting to feel ready. Time also exposes our real priorities. We always make time for what truly matters to us. If something is important, we find time for it. If it is not, we find excuses. Time does not lie. It clearly shows what we value by how we spend our days. Our schedule often tells a more honest story than our words. Youth feels endless, until it is gone. When we are young, time feels slow, and we believe we have plenty of it. Years seem far away. Then one day, we look back and realize how quietly time passed. Life does not announce when youth ends. It does not give a warning. It simply keeps moving forward. Small daily actions may seem unimportant, but over time they compound. Time is not only passing, it is building something. Every day we read or do not read, learn or do not learn, practice or do not practice. Time adds everything up. It rewards consistency and quietly punishes neglect. What we do daily becomes who we are eventually. Most regret is born from ignoring time. People rarely say, "I regret trying." They say, "I should have started earlier," or "I wasted too much time," or "I didn't take it seriously." Regret is not created by failure. It is created by delay. Respecting time is the same as respecting life. When we respect time, we plan better, act sooner, and waste less energy. We begin to live with intention instead of reaction. Time is fair because everyone gets the same hours, but it is unforgiving. It does not wait for fear, pain, or excuses. In the end, time only rewards those who move with it. Truth 3: Most people only care when they need something. This truth can hurt, but understanding it saves us from deep disappointment. Life becomes lighter when we learn to see people clearly instead of emotionally. When we stop assuming everyone has the same intentions as we do, we protect our energy and our peace. Often, attention comes with intention. Many people show interest when they need help, support, advice, access, or some kind of benefit. When that need is fulfilled, their attention slowly fades away. This is not rare behavior, it is very common. Most connections in life are transactional. Not every relationship is deep or meaningful. Many are built on convenience, usefulness, comfort, or shared benefit. When the benefit ends, the connection weakens. This does not mean people are bad or cruel, it simply means most people are focused on their own needs. Silence reveals who truly cares. When we stop giving constant attention, help, time, or energy, many people stop calling or checking in. That silence becomes a teacher. It shows us who valued us as a person and who only valued what we provided. One of the biggest emotional mistakes we make is expecting loyalty and deep care from everyone. High expectations from the wrong people lead to heartbreak. Understanding this truth protects our emotional health. True care is rare, not common. People who care without benefit are few. They check on us without a reason, stay when we are struggling, listen without gaining anything, and support us without conditions. These people are not many, but they are priceless. This truth also teaches us boundaries. When we accept it, we stop overgiving, over-explaining, chasing, and trying to please everyone. Boundaries protect our energy and keep us balanced. Caring less does not mean becoming cold or heartless. It means becoming selective. We give care intentionally and wisely to the right people. This is maturity. Instead of trying to be liked by everyone, which only leads to exhaustion, we focus on becoming valuable. Growth, discipline, and self-respect last longer than attention. This truth builds emotional independence. When we stop depending on others' care for our emotional stability, we become stronger. We stop feeling abandoned, used, or constantly disappointed. We stand firmly on our own emotional ground. Most people care based on need. Very few care based on heart. Understanding human nature does not make life bitter, it makes life clearer. And clarity protects us from unnecessary pain. Truth 4: Comfort zones kill. Comfort feels safe. Comfort feels familiar. Comfort feels peaceful. But comfort is also dangerous, because it does not hurt us immediately. It hurts us slowly. Comfort does not destroy our life all at once, it weakens us quietly over time. First, comfort gives the illusion of safety. Inside the comfort zone there is no pressure, no fear, no risk, and no urgency. Everything feels okay. But growth never happens where everything feels fine. Growth only happens where we are challenged, stretched, and slightly uncomfortable. Second, comfort slowly weakens ambition. When life becomes too easy, hunger disappears. Urgency fades. Discipline becomes optional. Effort starts to feel unnecessary. We stop pushing ourselves because nothing forces us to move. This is how potential dies, not loudly, but silently. Many people do not fail because they lack talent, they fail because comfort made them stop trying. Third, growth always lives outside comfort. Every improvement requires discomfort. Learning feels difficult. Discipline feels boring. Consistency feels tiring. Change feels scary. If we avoid discomfort, we automatically avoid growth. There is no progress without pressure. The path forward is rarely comfortable, but it is always necessary. Fourth, comfort creates false happiness. In the short term, comfort feels good. But in the long term, it creates emptiness. Many people feel bored, restless, and unfulfilled not because life is too hard, but because life is too easy. The human mind needs challenge, purpose, and effort to feel alive. Without challenge, comfort turns into dissatisfaction. Fifth, staying comfortable creates future pain. Avoiding discomfort today creates much bigger discomfort tomorrow. Avoiding study creates stress later. Avoiding discipline creates regret. Avoiding effort creates limitation. Short-term comfort always leads to long-term suffering. What feels easy now often becomes painful later. Sixth, comfort zones shrink our world. When we stay comfortable, skills stop growing, confidence stops building, and courage weakens. Our world becomes smaller. But when we challenge ourselves, our world expands. We become capable of more, stronger in mind, and braver in action. Seventh, fear keeps people comfortable. Most people stay in their comfort zone because of fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of looking weak, fear of change. But fear never disappears by hiding from it. Fear disappears through action. Movement reduces fear. Comfort feeds it. 8th, small discomfort builds great strength. We do not need extreme pain or dramatic change. Small daily discomfort is enough: waking up earlier, doing the hard task first, learning something difficult, saying no to easy pleasure. Small discomfort repeated daily builds a strong, disciplined life. 9th, comfort delays while discipline delivers. Comfort says, rest more. Do it later. You deserve a break. Discipline says, finish first. Do what is necessary. Grow now, relax later. One delays life. The other builds it. Comfort itself is not evil, but living inside it permanently is deadly for growth. Because in the end, everything we want in life is waiting on the other side of comfort. Truth 5: you can do everything right and still fail. This truth is one of the hardest to accept because it feels unfair. But life is not designed to be fair. It is designed to be real. First, effort does not guarantee outcomes. We are often taught that if we work hard, we will succeed. Hard work does matter, but the real truth is that it increases our chances, not guarantees results. We can prepare carefully, stay disciplined, act with honesty, and give our best effort, and still fail. This is not a sign of weakness or lack of ability. It is simply reality. Life does not reward effort with certainty, it rewards it with possibility. Second, failure does not always mean we made a mistake. Many people believe that if they failed, they must have done something wrong. That is not always true. Sometimes the timing is wrong. Sometimes the conditions are unfair. Sometimes the competition is stronger, luck is missing, or circumstances are beyond our control. Failure does not always mean error. Often, it means experience. Third, life is not a formula. Life is not do A plus do B equals guaranteed success. If life worked like a formula, everyone would win. But life includes randomness, uncertainty, external forces, and human behavior. Outcomes differ even when effort looks the same. This is why two people can do similar things and still get very different results. Fourth, failure tests character, not intelligence. Anyone can feel confident while winning. True character appears during loss. Failure tests patience, resilience, emotional strength, and self-belief. How we respond after falling matters far more than the fall itself. Growth happens in the response, not the result. Fifth, failure separates ego from purpose. When failure happens, ego gets hurt. Ego says, I don't deserve this. Purpose asks, what can I learn from this? People who grow listen to purpose, not ego. Failure humbles us and redirects our focus toward learning instead of self-pity. Sixth, repeated failure builds inner strength. One failure hurts. Repeated failure builds endurance. Each setback thickens the skin, sharpens judgment, improves decision-making, and strengthens humility. This kind of strength cannot be taught in a classroom. It is earned through experience. Seventh, success often comes after unfair losses. Many successful people failed exams, lost jobs, missed opportunities, and faced rejection again and again. Their success came after doing things right and still failing. Those losses prepared them for greater responsibility later. Eighth, quitting after failure is the real loss. Failure itself is not the enemy. Quitting is. Failure asks only one question: will you continue? Those who keep going eventually win, not always quickly, but meaningfully. 9th, this truth frees us from fear. When we accept that failure is possible even when we do everything right, fear loses its control. We stop trying to control outcomes and focus instead on effort, growth, and learning. Peace increases. Life does not promise fairness, but it does promise lessons. Because in the end, failure is not proof that we are wrong. Sometimes, it is proof that we were brave enough to try. Truth 6, not everyone will like you, no matter what you do. This truth hurts the ego, but it saves the soul. Many people spend their entire lives trying to be liked, and still end up disliked. Chasing approval is exhausting, and it never truly works. First, approval is impossible to control. We can control our actions, our effort, and our behavior, but we cannot control other people's opinions, feelings, or perceptions. No matter how kind, honest, or respectful we are, someone will misunderstand us. That is not a personal failure, it is human nature. Second, people see us through their own lens. They judge us based on their experiences, pain, jealousy, fear, and insecurity. Often, their reaction has very little to do with us. It reflects their inner world, not our true character. Third, being real attracts critics. When we grow, change, improve, stand firm, or say no, some people feel uncomfortable. They may criticize, mock, or reject us, not because we are wrong, but because we are different. Growth challenges others, and growth invites resistance. Fourth, trying to please everyone creates exhaustion. People-pleasing costs energy, self-respect, and identity. When we try to be liked by everyone, we hide our truth and silence our values. We feel empty, and still, approval never fully arrives. Fifth, respect matters more than being liked. Being liked feels good for a moment, but being respected builds a life. Respect comes from consistency, honesty, boundaries, and discipline. Likes fade quickly, respect lasts. Sixth, rejection is part of authenticity. If everyone likes us, we are probably not being real. Authenticity naturally filters people. Some will connect with us, and some will not. That is healthy. Not everyone belongs in our life. Seventh, this truth creates emotional freedom. When we accept that not everyone will like us, anxiety decreases, confidence grows, peace returns, and focus improves. We stop performing for others and start living for ourselves. Eighth, choose alignment over approval. It is better to be aligned with our values, goals, and purpose than to be approved by everyone. Approval changes daily. Alignment lasts a lifetime. Ninth, the people who truly matter will stay. The right people understand us, respect us, and accept us. Losing the wrong people creates space for the right ones. Being liked is not a requirement for living well. Because in the end, we lose ourselves when we try to be loved by everyone. We find ourselves when we accept that not everyone will. Truth 7, one day, you, and everyone you love, will die. This is the truth most people avoid talking about, but it is also the truth that gives life its deepest value. Death itself is not negative. Ignoring death is what makes life shallow. When we pretend life will last forever, we waste it. When we remember that it will not, we begin to live with meaning. First, death is the only certainty in life. Everything else is uncertain, success or failure, money or loss, health or illness, relationships or separation. But death is guaranteed. It does not ask permission. It does not care about our plans. It does not wait until we feel ready. It arrives quietly and equally for everyone. This certainty changes everything when we truly accept it. Second, knowing this truth transforms how we live. When we remember that life is temporary, time becomes precious. Small arguments lose importance. Ego feels unnecessary. Gratitude grows naturally. We stop wasting energy on things that do not truly matter. Death has a way of clearing the noise and revealing what is essential. It brings clarity to our priorities. Third, this truth teaches us how to love better. People are not permanent. One day our parents will be gone. Friends will be gone. Partners will be gone. And one day, we will be gone too. Knowing this encourages us to speak kindly, forgive faster, and spend time with intention. We say what matters. We stop holding back love. Love becomes deeper when we understand that time is limited. Fourth, death exposes how much time we waste. We delay dreams, honest conversations, personal growth, and necessary change. We say later, someday, or when life is easier. But someday is not guaranteed. Death reminds us that now is the time. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Now. Fifth, fear of death should lead to respect for life. The goal is not to live in fear. The goal is to live with awareness. We respect life by living intentionally, growing a little each day, building something meaningful, and leaving people better than we found them. A meaningful life makes death peaceful. Sixth, this truth removes trivial worries. When we zoom out and remember how short life is, small insults lose their power. Other people's opinions feel lighter. Jealousy fades. Comparison feels pointless. Most daily worries shrink when we remember the bigger picture. Seventh, death gives urgency to purpose. Knowing life will end forces us to ask important questions. What am I doing with my time? What do I stand for? What will remain after me? Did I live honestly? Purpose becomes urgent, not optional. Eighth, we are remembered by impact, not duration. People will not remember how long we lived or how busy we were. They will remember how we treated them, what we stood for, and how we made them feel. Impact matters more than length. Ninth, this truth is not dark, it is awakening. Death is not here to scare us. It is here to wake us up. It tells us to live fully, love deeply, act now, be honest, and be kind. Do not postpone life. Life is temporary, but meaning can be permanent. In the end, knowing we will die is what teaches us how to truly live. These 7 hard truths are not meant to break us. They are meant to build us. When we accept reality, we stop living in illusion and start living with strength. Life is not here to comfort us. Life is here to teach us. No one is coming to save us. Time will not slow down for us. People will not always care. Comfort will weaken us. Failure will test us. Approval will never be guaranteed. And one day, life will end. These truths are not cruel. They are clarifying. When we accept them, we begin to live with responsibility, courage, and purpose. Do not fear these truths, use them. Let them push you to act, to grow, and to live honestly before time runs out. If this video made you think more deeply, like the video, share it with someone who needs a wake-up call today, and subscribe to Silver Narratives for more powerful graded reader life lessons. We'll see you in the next video.